Every home has a story, but not every story is told. Behind the smiles, the weddings, the family gatherings, are truths buried in silence. Behind every broken marriage, there is a story people don't see. Not cheating, not money, but something far more silent. Control, influence, and the voice that never leaves the room, even when it should. Sonia, pouring out her mind, said, I am not just married to my husband, I am married to his mother. At first, I thought it was love, the way he always listened to his mother. I thought, this is a good man, but I didn't know. I was slowly becoming a stranger in my own home. Every decision we made, she was there. What I cooked, she criticized. What I wore, she questioned. How I spoke, she corrected. And my husband, he would look at me, then look at her, and choose silence. Do you know what it feels like to compete with a woman who raised the man you love? I tried to be respectful. I swallowed my pride so many times. I forgot what my voice sounded like. But one day, she said something I will never forget. A good wife listens. A wise wife obeys. That day, something inside me broke, because I didn't leave my father's house to become a servant in another woman's kingdom. I didn't marry to lose myself. I married to build something. But now I ask myself every night, am I his wife, or just a guest his mother tolerates? The husband said, you think it's easy for me? That woman you're talking about carried me for 9 months. She suffered so I could become the man you fell in love with. So when you say she's interfering, what do you want me to do? Ignore her? Disrespect her? I see what's happening. I'm not blind. I see the tension. I hear the silence at night. I feel the distance growing between us. But you don't understand something. I'm stuck. If I defend you, I'm called an ungrateful son. If I defend her, I lose my wife. So I chose silence. Not because I don't care, but because I don't know how to fix something that feels impossible. But maybe my silence is already destroying everything. The hostess looked at Sonia and asked, you said something that shook a lot of people. You said, I am not just married to my husband, I am married to his mother. What did you mean? Sonia replied, I didn't mean it as an insult. I meant it as my reality. When I got married, I thought I was building a home. But instead, I walked into a space that was already occupied. Not physically, but emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. Your mother was already there. She decides how we argue. She decides when we make peace. She even decides when we are wrong and when we are right. Tell me, where exactly do I fit in this marriage? That's not fair, you might say. I'm exaggerating things. My mother only advises me, that's all. Is it now a crime to listen to the woman who raised me? The same woman who sacrificed everything for me. Advice? You call it advice? Then why does your advice always sound like a final decision? Why is it that every disagreement we have somehow ends with my mother said, my mother thinks, my mother doesn't like that? Am I your wife? Or am I competing for a position? I stood there, in your mother's house, feeling like a stranger, in my own marriage, and you said nothing. Not one word. I didn't want to disrespect her, you say. And what about respecting me? Because every time you stay silent, you are choosing her voice over mine. Silence can be louder than words, and in marriage, silence can slowly become betrayal. Let's be honest. Has your mother ever influenced a major decision in your marriage? She has opinions. Strong ones. But she means well. Even about when we should have children. When we should have children. You mean when she thinks I am ready? Or when she believes I am worthy enough? Do you remember what she said to me last year? Some women enter a home and bring delay with them. I stood there, feeling invisible, and you said nothing. Not one word. I am tired. Tired of adjusting. Tired of proving myself. Tired of feeling like I need permission to be your wife. I didn't marry your mother. I married you. But sometimes, I don't even recognize you anymore. You think it's easy for me? You think I don't feel the pressure? All my life, it's been just me and her. She depends on me. She trusts me. And now, I'm stuck between the woman who raised me and the woman I chose. I don't want to lose either of you. But in trying not to lose both, you're slowly losing me. Love is not always broken by outsiders. Sometimes it is weakened by the inability to draw a line. Tonight is not about choosing between a mother and a wife. It is about understanding roles It is about boundaries. It is about protecting the space where love is supposed to grow. Because when too many voices live in one marriage, the vows begin to fade. And the question remains, can love survive when a third voice never leaves the room?